Hi, I'm Maree Pigdon, and in this video I'm going to show you one of the garments made by one of my students, Anna, and I'm going to talk about number one, the pattern that she chose, number two, the fabrics that she selected to make the pattern, and number three, any sewing features that we used to create this beautiful dress. Now the pattern that Anna chose is Butterick B4386, and it's a very fast and easy pattern to make. So Anna had made the dress previously just as a simple day dress in a lovely cotton fabric. So the pattern was already tried and true. So we knew that the pattern fitted perfectly before we made this beautiful after five dress. So I highly recommend this pattern because it does give you quite a lot of variations with various sleeve styles, but a lovely simple little dress to make. So Anna had an invitation to attend a wedding. So she came to me and said that she really wanted to make something very special. And she had seen in one of the stores this beautiful gown made with the black lace overlaid over a gold satin, and asked whether she'd be able to make it in class. And I said, well, absolutely. So we went hunting for laces and found a couple were available, but the cost of the fabric was not quite what we expected. So we went onto eBay, and then Anna came to class and found just the lace that she wanted. But the only problem with the lace was that it came in strips of, part of it was 50 centimetres deep and the remaining was only 30 centimetres. So this created a challenge. So we thought, okay, what can we do with this? So we wanted to create this overlay effect. So we then joined the pieces together. So of the 50 centimetre lace, we cut the bodice section and the two sleeves. So the sleeves actually have been stitched using the French seaming technique, so that's a nice fine seam on the sleeves. And then what we did was with the narrower lace, and we were restricted with the amount of lace we had, so it was quite a challenge to create this dress. So we then placed the narrower layers until we had the length that we needed, and we overlapped the edges and just stitched the laces together with a fine zigzag stitch, so you can see the definition of the layers that we have. And we also took into account the placement of the design of the lace, because they are slightly different. So we balanced a design at the center front there, and then just created a very pleasing effect through the remaining lace pieces. And as I turn the model, you'll see at the side here, the lace actually as an overlay is wider than the shell dress underneath. So what we did was we stitched a dart down the side seam so that it didn't interrupt with the actual design of the lace. So the lace is continuous along the hemline. And we purposely allowed about 2.5 centimetres of the gold delusted satin. So we wanted that to show, and that then just emphasised the lovely scallop finish of the lace there. So we then joined at the centre back there, so we have a seam through there, but when you look closely, you see how we've been able to match the lace design as best as possible. It is a mock match, but it's very, very close match. So as it goes through the seam with the invisible zip, we've got a really good balance of the lace work on the back of the gown. So it was actually stitched into the seam at centre back, but no seams on the side. So minimal sewing on the lace itself. It's been caught into the neckline, so you see we cut a beautiful scoop neckline. The dress is also fully lined as well as the delusted satin. And another really good tip, when you're sewing transparent sleeves like this into a solid armhole, once you stitch the sleeve in, make some bias binding of the fabric that you've used and bind the armhole seam itself. So that way, if there's any shadow of seam allowance showing at all, it's very minimal, it's bound, and it's so comfortable to wear. So that's a little tip for you if you're working with fabrics like this. But this gown is just fabulous. I'm so pleased with the result. Anne wore it to the wedding and felt really great in it, and I have to say she looked really beautiful in this dress. Playing with the lace, it's just my favourite, is playing and matching up and creating something out of a fabric like this one. So well done, Anna, and so this is the end result of that pattern. So taking it from a very simple little shell dress, here we are with this beautiful designer look on this beautiful gown. If you've made this pattern before, or if you've been inspired by Anna's gown to make this pattern, I'd really love to hear about it. So if you'd like to leave me a comment below, I look forward to reading it. So this is Maree from Maree Pigdon Sewing School. So until I see you next, bye for now.